First question is for the challenger. First of all, Gukesh, congratulations on the victory today. I guess the simplest question to ask is, how does it feel to actually win a game in your first World Championship?
Yeah, it feels great. I'm quite happy with. I mean, yeah, also the last 2 days I was happy with my play. Today was even better. I feel good at the board, and yeah, today I just managed to outplay my opponent, which is always very nice.
I'm curious how the opening went for you. He spent a lot of time in the opening at one point, just several minutes for sure. Did you feel like you had exactly the position you wanted to play?
Yeah, I was prepared until the 11th, no sorry, 13th, no? I guess he was trying to remember something, but maybe he mixed up something. I thought how he reacted was not the most precise way, and then I think I just got a very nice position after G5, and I mean all this F3, E4, it looks really shaky for me.
A question for you, Alicia, and you spent a lot of time in the opening. What was the reason for that?
Because I thought my position not so comfortable, and my C2 bishop is a weakness, and he's going to attack it with knight d2. So I tried to come up with some idea to save it. First I thought knight e4 here. Maybe the other move to play knight e4, and he will take. I take the bishop, and knight d2, knight a6. I'll choose between these two lines.
Everyone was analyzing, of course, with the aid of engines, and I felt that your response was probably the best under the circumstances. And here after G5, knight back. Excuse me. Right, knight d2 first. And G5, and here you seem to have a good position after this, if the way you played, but that rook h5 was a significant error. Did you understand this at the moment, or did it take you some time to realize that your bishop was in trouble?
I think my position already in trouble, because the normal move knight e6 doesn't work due to rook c1. And yeah, I saw bishop e7, but I refused it due to rook c1, bishop e5, e4 takes, bishop e2, e4, bishop e6, take, and bishop takes, knight takes, pawn takes, and rook c7. But after knight e6, when I saw a computer, after the game, knight e6, rook b7, and a6.
E6?
Yes, e6. And here, or maybe knight d2, knight d4 also possible, but with stronger a6.
It looks like you're okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you see any of these lines, by the way? Because it seemed as though bishop e7 was problematic for white, actually.
Yeah, I think I just underestimated bishop e7, because I thought if I'm getting like rook c1, e4, I should be good, but now that I see it, yeah, it's quite shaky. Yeah, I guess during the game, we both thought that white is doing well, which is what matters.
I guess that doesn't change things competitively. Both of you have to play without the use of engines while you're playing. So for you, it's just a fight, right? Whoever plays better in the fight.
Yeah. I mean, it's obviously not pleasant to misjudge a position so badly, but okay. As long as I played better than my opponent, I think it's good.
All right, I'll open up the floor for questions from the press.
A great performance. Gukesh, just to know if you were aware that you were following a game of the 2023 Düsseldorf FIDE World Teams between Kramnik and Edigaisi. Was that part of your preparation? And what do you think of that game and how you could improve on that game?
Yeah, I mean, I recall this game very briefly. I think till HG4 we had the same position. Till the 13th move, we had the same position. After that, I think Arjun made some mistake and Kramnik had a huge advantage, but it ended in a draw. I remember this detail, but I don't remember exactly how the game went.
Hi Gukesh, can you just talk the entire thought process of all the moves that you had made after Rook H5? At least on the board, it seemed like you knew that you now had an advantage. Can you just talk through the entire process of how you converted the calculations that you were doing in your mind?
Yeah, after Rook H5, I thought with E4 I'm winning a piece, but he gets a couple of pawns, and I mean the dark squares are a bit soft. So I didn't think I was completely winning. I knew that I should be better or close to winning. And then I think I played quite precisely because I was also considering knight E2 instead of bishop F2. But then he can go knight B3. I mean the same similar to what happened in the game, like rook C2, knight D2, rook D2, bishop B4. Now the difference is G5 hands. Yeah, bishop B4 or direct rook G5. C3, rook G4. Yeah, something like this. So I thought bishop F2 to start with, and then knight E2. Yeah, I mean I just thought I had to be like super precise, not to give him any drawing chances, and I did not really see where he could really improve actually. Maybe king E7 was the final mistake, but already I thought I was doing pretty well. Yeah, and also in the end, this tactic was really nice that I had calculated in the very end. Yeah. Bishop H3, F5, Bishop F1, Bishop F5 was going to play.
You were going to play?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I'm asking a question on behalf of one of our live stream commentators, Grandmaster Felix Blauberger. He wanted to ask Ding Liren if he could share his thinking behind Rook H5 and if he considered or evaluated the threat of Knight E2.
Well, before F3, I thought my position was okay, was even better, but after F3, I realized maybe it's not so easy to play. And the most obvious move, 96, doesn't work. So I have to come up with the other ideas. And I also saw bishop E7, but I refused it because the line I showed before. That's why I come up with rook F5. With either rook C1, bishop F5, E4, maybe take, and bishop H7, bishop H3. The rook is protected on H5. But I underestimated E4. And in this line, I missed knight E2 actually. I thought he had to move the rook on hook, then take on D4 with the bishop, then I have good compensations.
Are you saying in this position here?
Yes.
You missed knight E2?
Yes.
And you said you thought, what did he have to play?
Rook move to somewhere, G2 or somewhere.
Like this?
Mm.
So for you, this was the decisive?
Yeah.
This is Mike Klein with chess.com. My question is for Grandmaster Gukesh. This appears to be the first time since game one of 93 Kasparov short where someone lost on time. And I'm curious, even though your position was objectively always winning, could you describe your emotions as your opponent was ticking down on time? We could see it on his face, but what was going through your mind as he had 1 minute left to make 6 moves?
I'm sorry, maybe the previous match, didn't he lose on time against Nepal?
It's my research team's research. So even if that is incorrect, could you tell us about your emotions when he had so little time to make so many moves?
Yeah, I was pretty confident at that point. I was just thinking about the position at that time because I knew that I should be winning, especially after I got rook d1, rook c1, rook d1, I thought I should just be winning. So Yeah, I wasn't really playing for time. I just wanted to, finish it off cleanly.
I know you weren't playing for time, but was there an increased heart rate or anything going on inside you as your opponent got so low?
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's always like a bit exciting when your opponent is so low on time, and also, I mean, when you get a winning position, you generally get a bit excited. So it was there, but I think I had my emotions under control.